The fact that he's won decisions by, playing it safe, people that just don't get excited and they recognize him with the all-time greats, the best ever.
Yeah, I
really
I've
seen just like a totally different beast. He's super
non-stop,
confident, and you can't keep up with that.
He does step back, but then he comes in and jabs. Tries to counter. That's boxing.
Rogan reacted to Shakur Stevenson's dominant win over Teofimo Lopez by calling him one of the most complete fighters in the sport today. He praised Shakur's precision, discipline, and calm under pressure, saying this performance proved that elite skill mixed with relentless work can completely take over at the highest level.
It's hard work. It's just hard work. I believe that, but man.
Yeah, but state of mind too. Like he believes it mentally.
But the amount of hard work is extraordinary to get to that.
Stevenson delivered a career-defining performance, outboxing Teofimo for all 12 rounds to capture the WBO junior welterweight title and become a historic 4-division world champion, a rare achievement reserved for boxing's elite.
Man, let me tell you, Shakur moved so well. He won every round, and he was just a step ahead with quickness and just with, just the plan himself. Great plan coming in, and he did well. Congratulations to him.
He won all the rounds? Is that what you're saying? He won all 12 rounds?
Well, maybe he lost one, but he won the majority of rounds.
At what time did you realize that this was just going to be Shakur taking over the whole fight?
After the fourth round.
After the fourth round?
Yeah.
Teofimo, it seems like he couldn't just get it going. Like he just tried differently going up and down. The counters were getting him. Yeah. What could he done differently tonight?
I don't know. It's difficult to box against a great mover like that. And, he tried. He definitely tried. His dad was emotional. He wanted him to do better, but, this is boxing.
All three judges scored it 119 to 109, a crushing verdict that showed just how one-sided the fight was from start to finish. No controversy, no debate, pure dominance.
Just beautiful performance by Shakur, dominant, only lost a round. Was there any moment you had any doubt, or I don't know, but as the fight progressed, what were you seeing?
Well, actually, once I seen that he couldn't handle our hand speed, I really felt comfortable with that, I thought, that we could take risks, could do more and whatnot, and as the fight went on, it seemed like it just got better, We was hoping that the pace would, kind of kick in with him and slow him down, but I think it did to a point, but I think, his overall performance, like I said, we give a lot of respect to him. He's a formidable opponent, and Shakur just stayed with the game plan and just outscored him. We wanted to get ahead on the scorecard so we could get it. So we took it from there and just tried to.
Rogan said what separates Shakur most is his defensive brilliance and technical mastery, calling his movement, timing, and ring awareness almost impossible to solve.
Shell since Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
His defense was incredible.
Yeah. Defense, and he stayed, and that guy was putting the guy from Golden Boy. I can't remember his name, who he fought, but was just a good fighter and was really pressuring him. And Shakur stayed in the pocket.
Yeah.
He stayed in the pocket.
He also said he's not going to fight that way
runner
anymore.
before. He's not a runner, yeah.
But he said after that fight, I'm not going to fight that way anymore. He said I took too many shots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he wanted to put on a show and show everybody he's not just a runner. He could stand in the pocket. Right. Then he's like, why am I doing this? I'll box the shit out of these motherfuckers.
Yeah. I mean, he's a silver medalist, that guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's elite. He's elite. Yeah. And just one of the best.
But the real difference was how Shakur turned defense into offense, slipping shots and firing back instantly with clean counters that shattered Teofimo's rhythm and confidence.
I thought that Teo is an elite guy, and he basically made him look quite average tonight. 4-division world champion, 28 years of age. What can you say?
Did anything surprise you about Teo's performance tonight?
No.
I almost feel like he's running out of ideas. But
I just think Shakur looked strong. Shakur looked like he was punching very hard. His jab was on point. His footwork was incredible. It's his timing. It's his fitness. He's a complete fighter.
Is Conor Ben realistic for Shakur Stevenson next?
Hold on, guys, you can't go through that.
No. Conor Ben next.
We gotta get through.
We love that fight.
After the fight, Shakur showed class, praising Lopez for stepping up and putting his title on the line, tweeting, "Thank you for the opportunity, Teo. I respect you for not being scared to step up like the rest." Meanwhile, Teofimo looked devastated in his corner, unable to generate sustained offense in a fight that never swung his way.
Yo, what's up, man? How you doing, man?
Your thoughts on tonight?
Just grateful to be here, man. That's all. you put on a performance tonight and unfortunately came up short, but what was it that surprised you about Shakur Stevenson?
Nothing at all, man. Just didn't come with the right plan. That's all. Better man won tonight. Good fan.
Do you feel like you'd like to run it back at some point with Shakur? I know you're someone that always wants to event it. Like that time Kambosos beat you want to divenge it straight away, right?
We'll see what happens next, man. I'm gonna let my team do the work on that.
Teofimo, appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Phil Haney applauded the performance, posting, "Great execution by Team Shakur." Across social media, fighters and analysts called it a masterclass, not just in offense, but in control. Every time Lopez tried to press forward, Shakur shut him down with footwork, timing, and razor-sharp counters. Even when Teo tried to rally, Shakur adjusted instantly, forcing resets and breaking momentum again and again.
I mean, you gotta start with Teofimo's mindset. I mean, he's a terrifically talented fighter, but he can be hot and cold. And I think the hot and cold isn't really attached to his physical abilities or condition. I think it's mental. I think, is he in a mental good place? Is he mentally in a good place? I think that, I don't know if we know that for sure, but when he's in mentally a good place, he's a hell of a fighter. I think that what's interesting about this is that he might be the first fighter that Shakur has ever faced that can match him athletically. Speed, quickness, and surpass him in power, but match him with hand speed and leg speed. So that makes it very interesting. I'll tell you something that nobody would dare to say, because I think of Theo, look, Shakur's terrific, and he looked great in his last fight. But I think that if Theo is right mentally, he can possibly outbox Shakur. Nobody would think that.
What makes you say that?
Because of what I just said, his athleticism. He can match him athletically. And he's got a good enough IQ of this sport in the ring, where I think that he could, if he has the right strategy, and he's right mentally, I said that already, but he could actually make Shakur come out of his comfort zone and have to come forward, which was really not his forte. His forte is to be a great defensive fighter, turn defense into offense, and be a great counterpuncher. He could maybe make him come, get off, get out, use his legs, and maybe put the emphasis on Shakur to have to go take the risk. That would be interesting.
There's another fight that's been announced today. Chisora against Wilder. Two guys coming to the end. What do you make of that fight?
I just don't want to see nobody get hurt. I think that, I love Shakur. He's one of my favorite people.
No, because, a lot of the stuff that he did, we were familiar with and we game plan. So when we seen it, he didn't bring his problem. He didn't bring anything different to the ring that he's been. I'm the first Stevenson, but when you plan for a fight like this here, then you gotta have another game plan. A plan A, a plan B, a plan D. So he only had one plan. He thought that he was faster than us, and he thought that Shakur was slow. So that's where he made his biggest mistake at.
Right. Did Shakur ever, I think at one point he said something about he just said that he's stronger than him or something like that.
Man, he ain't nowhere near as strong as me. So, that worked to his advantage and to his confidence. I think Theo felt the difference, you know what I'm saying? So, you see, he wasn't aggressive. He didn't try.
Time for Shakur Stevenson. Now that you've sort of sailed off into the sunset, done your thing in boxing, is he the sort of heir apparent to what was your throne? Do you look at him and go, you've all the ability, you've all the tools, obviously you've friends as well as just someone who you've been in the gym with. Is he that guy now who becomes pound for pound #1 if he beats Teofimo Lopez?
Well, yeah, for sure. When he beats Teofimo, he'll be a 4-weight world champion. I'm a 5-weight world champion, and I can see him becoming a 5-weight world champion as well. Shakur got all the tools and all the abilities to do bigger and better things than me, and that's what I'm hoping for him to do.
Compared you to the 4 kings, just something different. Who was your favourite of the 4, and stylistically, if you could have fought one of them prime for prime, who would you choose?
To be honest,